Hey guys, welcome to Introduction to Computer Science using Python. In these tutorials, we'll be going through introductory computer science topics while using the Python programming language. So in order to do that, today we're going to start things off with setup. Basically, how do I set up Python on my laptop and how do I start coding? So for those of you who don't know, Python is a popular programming language, and it's known for its use in industry and academia, and it's also it has a simple syntax which is designed for readability. So it's actually a great language to use for anyone first learning how to program. So in order to do that, we can go to python.org/downloads to download it onto to our machines and download the latest version of Python. For me, it's 3.8.2. If you look at other tutorials and other videos, you might see older versions of Python, specifically Python 2 point something. That's actually a legacy version of Python. It's no longer supported. As of January 1st, actually, this year, it's been sunsetted and it's no longer supported. So for this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and use Python. So I'll give you guys a minute to download that. And once you do, we're going to move on to the next part. So the next part is downloading something called an IDE. So what is an IDE? An IDE is an integrated development environment. And basically, it's a software environment that allows you to write code and compile it and to run it as a program. There's a lot of IDEs out there, and some IDEs are more specific for certain languages. And since we're using Python, we're going to use an IDE called PyCharm. So you can go ahead and go to jetbrains.com/PyCharm, and you can go ahead and download it on this site. And once you have that going, then you can move on to the next part. So right now I have PyCharm up, and we're going to create a new project. So this project is a project that we're going to call Hello World. And if you guys have done any kind of coding in the past, Hello World is a popular kind of first program that you use whenever you're starting out with a programming language. So we're going to call it Hello World. And this program will basically, all it does is print Hello World. So we're going to put a location, put any kind of name. I'm just going to call it Hello World. In terms of environment, let's just use the default, which is the virtual env. And then we'll go ahead and create. So now that everything has finished loading, what we're going to do is we're going to create our first program and run it. So we're going to go to Hello World folder. We're going to right click, go to new, and go to Python file. So we're going to call this Python file Hello World. Press enter, and then that creates a file called helloworld.py. So like I said before, in this program, we're going to basically just print out the statement hello world. So in order to do that, we're going to do print, and then have parentheses. Within the parentheses, we're going to have quotations, and within that, it's going to say hello world. So through that syntax, you can probably guess what you would expect when you run the program. So we're going to go ahead and run by going up to the toolbar and then going to run. Hello world. And then you just click here, press enter, and then you'll see the run tab pop up, and you'll see that your program has run, and you'll see it says hello world. So yeah, so great job, you just wrote your first program. And just to show you guys that you can kind of change it up and see that, oh, what I wrote actually is being printed out right there, you can say hello world, or let's say goodbye world, and run it. We're gonna run the file, which is still called hello world, but now you see that's printed goodbye world. So yeah, so that's how you set up Python, how you set up PyCharm, and that's how you run your first program. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Feel free to just post it down below, and hopefully we can get this community going to learn more about computer science and using Python.